G'day everyone. This planet used to be bright yellow like a cheesy packet of Doritos, but completely different now. Anyway, so the reason for this video is that I had a message from someone asking me if the scale glitch still worked after the patch for Worlds 2, and yes it does. I've been experimenting with it. However, it's changed a little bit. It was a little bit tricky. I'll just demonstrate that. I'll make a small wire because the person that asked me this question, it was in reference to making the itsy bitsy storage unit, so I'll recreate that. Need to get a lantern, press Q, put the end of the wire down. Q means you've entered wire toggle mode. Then press wire toggle mode again. Make it into the size you want it to be. And Q and place kind of at the same time. What I've noticed, I'll try again. I can normally do this first go without any problem. I've done it a million times, but the timing or something seems to have changed. Maybe I'm imagining things, but I honestly do believe that. We'll try again. Got it. I mean, normally I can do that first go. When I first did it tonight, it took a few goes. So you pick out the part you want and cache it, and then copy that wire, and then I say Q and place at the same time, but preference on the Q. It's not like Q first and then place, but it's not exactly at the same time. I can't believe it. I did it as easy as pie now. So I think I'm getting used to the timing. I'm absolutely certain the timing has changed on this. Just slightly. When you make something smaller, you can just wire it up. No problem. And you can wire it up to the normal size thing as well. If you make something larger like this, then it's quite hard to wire up because the connection point disappears, see? No connection point, whereas on that there's still a connection point even though you've changed the size. Earlier tonight, and I had a lot of trouble doing my old technique of wiring that up. So I used to be able to either put something tiny underneath there and then put a roll of carpet on top of it, then wire it to the carpet. I hope I'm making sense. It's in some of my old videos, but that doesn't seem to work anymore. Another method was getting a piece of furniture like the drawers or something like that and shrinking it down over that circle thing there and having it so that circle just showed through the back of the drawers. Now, I could not get that to work, so I experimented, and this is another way of doing it. I'll delete this wire and I'll show you how I did it. So if I go into build mode, you'll see I've placed it so that that is just sticking out over the edge of this board. I think that I could put it back a little bit and pick this up. I reckon if I put it about here, so it's just over that line there, I reckon that'll work. It's probably too far back now. Might not be. Put a wall in. Perfect. Look at that. That's better than last time. There we go. See that? That should work perfect. So it's just a matter of remembering to use boards when you're doing this so that you can see where you need to have it placed, so that when you wire it up, plug that into there and then plug this into here. There it goes. Yeah, awesome. So that's how you do that nowadays. I've used all sorts of methods over the years because every now and again it seems to change. I've used light boxes. Well, they used to work really well in the giant biodome. I don't know whether that still does that. It's just another experiment to do. Now we can delete the wall and Bob's your uncle. And if you go up and have a really close look, you see it's not actually really connected to it, but hey, it's got an electrical jump happening. So you can still do it. It's a little bit more fiddly, but I think that's because the timing may have slightly changed and it's just a matter of getting used to it. I did that much easier than the first few goes at it. I've got to say, I think remaking the wire is about the same, but I'm pretty sure that when you have things in the cache and putting them down, it does seem a little tiny weeny bit off. After you've done it a few times, it's going to replace the muscle memory of the other timing. Tonight, when I first came in, I was here for ages. I had to do it several, like 10 or 12 times. And then when I just came back to remake the video, because I forgot to record it, but when I came back and just did that, it worked first go. So I think that it's a muscle memory thing, because I could do this glitch with my eyes closed. I was so used to it, I just did it every time. When I first started doing it tonight, it felt really weird. I didn't think it was going to work. I really didn't. And it just took a little bit of perseverance to get the timing spot on again. You can't even describe any difference in the timing. It is so slight that it's barely anything. Look at that. I love the scale glitch. It's so cool. So anyway, thanks guys. I hope that's been helpful. I really wanted to check this out to make sure it was all good. And a few people have mentioned that things are a bit funny. But I don't think they're funny. I think it's just changed. So anyway, thanks so much for watching and have a good time. Bye for now.